Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I just saw the movie yesterday, so let's talk about it. Many years after the reign of Caesar, a young ape goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define a future for apes and humans alike. This film is rated PG-13 and it is the fourth installment in the Caesar franchise is what I am calling it, or I don't know what the number is, but if you want to connect this movie to the other Apes movies, before watching this newest Planet of the Apes movie, I had to check out the rest, and quite frankly, I have watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes back when it was in theaters, but I never really truly checked out Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes. Like the sequels, I did not watch them for some reason. I just dropped off. I don't know what was going on, but since we were coming to sooner to the release dates of this, I checked out Rise again. That movie held up well. Dawn has to be the most biggest sequels that I ever watched. It's so good. And War, I know people might have opinions about it, but I really thought it was a delight. So now we're headed to Kingdom, a brand new installment into the Caesar franchise. And, people had skeptical thoughts about it. Like, is this movie going to live up to expectations of, like, the first three? Or is it going to be just, like, another dull one? I'm happy to report, this movie is really good. If I have to say two different things to describe this movie, the first thing would be remember, because it's all about remembering about the past, like it said, and also moving forward. It's like after you learn all about this stuff, what is your next step? But I believe that this film did a really good job is showcasing that with a new ape. Our new ape is Noah, and he pretty much thinks that the past is the past because the elders taught him the way things were. He doesn't question things because it is within the ape law, but it's really just him dealing with something that challenges him, that makes him think, is this the way, or is I'm following the old way that I've been following for a very long time. And brings up good stuff in the conflict of a different apes that we see in this movie, and also our human character Nova. She comes along, and I will say that they really don't dive in much of her, but how she's in this movie, I would say she's just there to really just center the conflict, but it really feels like just remembering and moving forward, and really the ideal of what came after you or what came before you. And I really like that. Visually, this movie is really stunning. The CGI is when you actually have people that takes time to really craft the CG in movies like this, it's let them cook. Cause honestly, the more you let them cook, the more I feel immersed into this world. This movie is just so gorgeous. It really is, I think, on par with something like Avatar: The Way of Water, because that has some good visuals, and this is a nice looking film too. The story here is nice and contained, even though they are bringing up what Caesar was as the ape that led the apes a couple of years ago, and now we're centuries in. It really stands on its own, and it really is nice just to see a new group of characters following the way that they were taught, and have them question it, have them put in a position where, is this going to affect the future that I'm in, or is this going to be more of a held back because of what we were taught? I also think that the story might not work with some other people, because that's why I think people are mostly mixed on it. It is a new movie, all right. it also is confirmed to like they want like 9 movies of this. They want to milk every single thing, and I'm with that. But I think if we get more movies of the Planet of the Apes, I think as time goes on, when people come back to Kingdom, they'll appreciate the story even more because of how well crafted and really how well standalone like it has become. Also, to remind y'all, this movie is directed by Wes Ball. Now, if you don't know who Wes Ball is, neither do I, but he was in charge of the Maze Runner movies. I have not checked out a single Maze Runner movies, so this is like the first movie of him that I am seeing. And honestly, I can't wait to see what he does with the live action Zelda movie. I mean, have your skeptical thoughts here and there, but I'm willing to check that out because like he did manage to do a really good job in with this movie. When the action hits, it hits. When characters are in danger, you really are just like hoping that they make it out because like it is very intense and very good. And I think that like the villain in here of how Proxima Caesar is not only like the inspiration for like Elon Musk, like they just look at Elon Musk and that was Proxima Caesar, but he twists the words of Caesar to like fulfill his own agenda and like we might have seen it like a couple of times here and there, but like how he uses the words to gain his own privilege with these apes is like you kind of see like where like he stands because of how Caesar was. He wants like a better future, a better world for the apes in general. And he's just like making sure like all apes, but mostly him, get the rise of power to continue the process to make Earth an ape based planet that it already is. If I have to discuss any nitpicks of the film, I guess you could probably talk about the runtime. It does take a couple of seconds or like it takes its time to like build because again these are new characters, but once it really just like steps into the next step and just goes on after the next one, it really just builds, it really just like keeps you focused in, and you know it slows down a little bit, but really it's up to you. But I think that the pacing of it being like 2 hours and I think 25 minutes, it really didn't affect me because like I really was engaged. I like the characters, I like the story, I like the focus, I like what I am seeing. So like it basically did its job and it's really up to you. Before I end my thoughts on the movie, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out on this channel because I'm trying to go strong here, and you'll definitely see me more and more and more on when like news media comes out, so be on the lookout for that. For a new Planet of the Apes movie, it definitely had a lot riding on it after the 3 films of really successful ones. It really stands on its own. It really provides a nice and exciting story about remembrance and moving forward and taking the information and choosing what you will to benefit your own, or choosing to like be in a coexistence world with humans such as like the rest along the way. So I'm thinking that if you have your hesitance, I think that this movie might win you over with its charm, with its characters, and like stuff like that. So I say that Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes definitely won me over. It has won this battle. But let me know what you guys think in the comments for yourself. Do you guys like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, or did you feel like it was a disappointment? I'm very curious of what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Also, before I log off, I know that my name has been changed. I changed it to Alex versus Media, and I will explain a little bit more about that in like the next video or like some shorts like that. But also, I know that this is my background. Be on the lookout for like some art pieces because like I'm definitely making over like my room and stuff. But yeah, those are like just like small updates I want to like tell you guys in general. But I really like Planet of the Apes. I mean Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I can't wait to check it out once I own it, because I definitely want to buy it and like add it to my collection. But let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Again, I'll catch you guys later in the next one. Be on the lookout for my YouTube Shorts video about the ranking of all four Caesar Planet of the Apes movies. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys later in the next one. Hope you guys are having a good night. Take care. Peace.